as the single-headed Amputee Sport Association of Sierra Leone commemorates the 22nd anniversary of the invasion of Freetown. Back in 1999, today counts 22 years. We are here as a football team promoting peace, unity within communities and within the members of the Amputee and the entire disabled community. We want to send a signal today to every Sierra Leone nationwide and worldwide to know that peace is all the way in Sierra Leone. We are enjoying sustainable peace, and we want every Sierra Leonean to embrace peace, promote peace, demonstrate peace within the social media, within your community, within your family, within all political parties.
Right, very good evening and welcome to AYV Television. We are live at the Shaka Stephen Stadium and bringing you live coverage commentary. The Sierra Leone Amputee football team, a team that was found and 12 years back, and they've represented Sierra Leone a couple of occasions, and they are about to witness or engage the Liberia counterparts Amputee team. 7 players, 6 players in field and a goalkeeper. This is in commemoration of the 1999 on January 6th. That's why we're here, and that is Abdul Manli Mustafa, the public relations officer for the Sierra Leone Single Leg Sports Association, giving a statement here at the Shaka Stevens for the commencement of this friendly match. I am Ransford McLean, and alongside with Michael, John Fofana, and Alexandra Thula, and also Ali Sisse to bring you live coverage commentaries. It's courtesy of AYV Media Empire, and that tells you that football is peace. And thanks to the Ministry of National Sports Authorities back through NACOVAC, they lifted the 8-month ban on activity.
National competitions, and if we can vividly, we are older then, we can still remember those days in 1999 when we had the rebels break into Freetown, and it was really meant it was in January 6th. People were killed, a lot of military men, a lot of rebels, everybody we lost loved ones in that, and it was therefore people being amputated during that particular occasion. I just don't know how old McLean was or how old was Ali, but folks, it was indeed a very, very scary moment for this country, and it was one of the dark days of Sierra Leone, and I don't think we'll pray to actually face such days anymore. But I tell you, Sierra Leoneans, what we need to do now is to embrace ourselves. If you were in the stadium and you see these amputee guys, you feel like allowing anything such to actually happen in this country anymore. So passing the message to Sierra Leoneans, we need to embrace ourselves. Let's continue to maintain peace and see how things will actually prevent us from facing such situations. It's indeed a very interesting evening, and of course, give him support in the commentaries.
That's the voice of African teacher, works for Market Radio and the is no less a person but the team manager for the national senior team, Leone Stars, that Christian Chowda is the guest of eminent personality. He will just join us live, bring you live coverage committee at the Shaka Stevens Sierra Leone single locking on, will be locking on, about locking on against Liberia. The team has been formed 12 years back and represented Sierra Leone on a couple of occasions. The protocol is being observed there, and Falcao is Mohamed Sawali, assistant referee, and assistant referee. And though we are playing behind closed doors, I must tell you that this is a match to commemorate the 1999 when some of our loved ones were lost, and our loved ones were lost. May their gentle soul rest in perfect peace. This is a of AYV Media Empire, and I must tell you, the president and founder of AYV, Ambassador Anthony Navo Jr. He loves people, he loves to empower the youth. That's why he gives support to everyone across territory. So he's on support and the management of AYV to ensure that we bring you live coverage commentary. Remember, this match, for a match to set the record straight, it's normal standard time. It plays for 25 minutes, and the infield players with one leg, and with coach that stands for their balancing, and the goalkeeper with two legs and one arm to block the ball. Photographs are ongoing as of now. But let me bring in Ali Cisse shortly for his opening statement, whilst the team manager to take the quick opening statement from Ali Cisse.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ransford. Good evening, fans, and we are live at the Shaka Stevens Stadium. Remember, this is a match celebration of a past event in 1999, which is the January 6th event. We are in the Rebel War, break into Sierra Leone. So many people were able to lose their lives. Some their hands were chopped off. Today, we invited the Liberian one-leg team, and which are just about to play against Sierra Leone. And these two teams have met in international competition. And as it stands, I think they've met 3 times in international competition. And according to statistics, like the Liberians are having edge over Sierra Leone, winning 2 and 1 draw so far. And the guest of honor is walking towards the ball now, taking the kickoff, which is the team manager of the national team A. That is Christian Dauda, who happens to be the guest of honor this evening. The kickoff has just been taken by him, and of course, the match kickoff is just moments away. We are close to, of course, Ransford Macklin, who happens to be the anchor and the host commentator. And this commentary is powered by the African Young Voices, which is the AYV. And I'm in the studio with African teacher from Market Radio and the host commentator, Ransford Macklin.
Many thanks. That is Ali, that is the commentary. But to take you to the starting lineup for the two side, let me bring you quickly for the starting lineup for the national team. For the Sierra Leone side, Ali Bibangua in goal, Lahai Makali in number 7 jersey, Beshe Koroma in number 11 jersey, Abubakar Kamara in 5 jersey, Abdullah J Kamara in 4 the captain, and Donales Mara in 10 jersey, and also Mamadou J lineup for the Sierra Leone side and for the Liberia side. And I must tell you that the Liberia side have Jatuma Koli in goal, and they have Kotupa in number 3 jersey, and Tengbe in 9 jersey, Wahiba in 5 jersey, and Boybaka in 6 jersey, and Sembe in 10 jersey, and Joe in number 11 jersey. But I'll bring you commentaries as the match progresses, and for the start of the commentaries, I'll definitely bring in African teacher to run the first 10 minutes, whilst we sit as an analyst in the first half and bring you all happenings. But remember, this is a match to commemorate the 1999 invasion, the brutal civil war, where some of our loved ones were lost and some of our, relatives affected. And this is between the two neighboring countries, Sierra Leone, the host nation. It's a friendly match between and the Liberia national team. Well, if you're just joining us, the Liberia national team are clouding out with the white top and blue shorts with blue and white stocking. As the host nation, Sierra Leone, kicking from right to left. There with a blue top and all white stocking. I said we sit in to bring you the first 8 to 10 to sit as an analyst. So let me join in Alexander and you through.
Well, welcome again, Sierra Leoneans, to the Shaka Stevens Stadium, wherein we're witnessing a match between Sierra Leone single-leg amputee team and that of Liberia single-leg amputee team. A player number 9 jersey, fondly called Diouf, was down, but he seemed to be up again and very much fit. But remember, this match is not as the usual football match that you see with able people, but rather this is a 6-a-side encounter wherein you have 6 players infield and 1 goalkeeper for each of the sides. And therefore, the players are all on crutches and they are all single-leg amputee players. That's exactly a description of the kind of football we're watching here. But this time, Sierra Leone on the break. They're coming in very much strong. Somebody goes down. This could be trouble for the Liberians. The Sierra Leonean player tries to turn with that one. He goes deep, but no way. No way. That could have been a threatening moment for the Liberian side. McLean, I think the Liberians need to be very much careful. The Sierra Leonean team seem to be for this encounter.
When I look at the side of the Liberian side, you are very much cautious. They trade cautiously at the back. And Diouf in number 9 jersey, I recall when they played in Mauritania, he scored a couple of goals, and they have a better edge over the Liberian. But it's a friendly match. They must make use of the opportunity. And as it started, the rule says no offside. You play the game, so that's why you cannot see the 11 assets. So 6 infield player and a goalkeeper with 2 legs and 1 arm to do all the blocking. So as it stands at the moment, it's nothing for either side. Why should bring you live coverage commentary here at the Shaka Stevens Stadium between the Amputee team of Liberia, who cloud in white top and blue shorts. Well, they're playing from left to right, and the Sierra Leone side where they're with blue top and white shorts with a white stocking. It's all nothing for either side.
Nothing for Liberia, and also nil for Sierra Leone. And I think the Liberians are now beginning to settle in this match. Liberia now on the attack. This could be a very good move by them. And it's man in number 9 jersey for Liberia. He goes deep, beats his man cleverly. Tembe, he goes again for a second touch on the ball, but this time he's been stopped in the process. And Sierra Leone, could they make use of this one? It's going to be a counter attack. And remember, in this football, in this encounter we are watching, there's nothing like the offside rule, and therefore the players will be free to be moving around. It's man in number 11. He turns with that one, beats his Liberian opponent cleverly, turns around, finds his teammate on the far end, and of course it's still Sierra Leone with possession. The guys in blue top, they're still coming on very much strong, and Liberia are looking out for the missing ball. This time it's Sierra Leone again. Sierra Leone still with possession. The player turns with that one. He gets his man on the far side. But Ali, I tell you, it's beginning to be very much entertaining. But it's still far from reaching the dream moment for the Sierra Leonean squad.
Absolutely so, African teacher. I think supporters would love to watch this match, but I think there is a saying, the disabled are able. You begin to sense the enthusiasm in the players. They are very much determined. Looking at Diouf in 9 jersey representing Sierra Leone, I think he happens to be their top goal scorer in the last competition. Yes, he was able to score about 4 or 5 goals. He has been causing so much problem for the Liberian defense. I think Sierra Leone are having free kick in a dangerous position.
It's in a promising area. Can they make use of this? A deflected one, ball goes, but settles for a corner kick. It's a corner kick. And let's see who's going for this one. It's man in number 9 jersey, Diouf. He is fondly called. And Diouf again, it puts a touch onto that one. Man in number 11 jersey goes deep. And, oh! That could have just been the moment Sierra Leone has been waiting for. But no way, the ball goes sluggishly and settles for a goal kick. Goalkeeper for Liberia, Jutomo Koli. He sends that one in field. Sierra Leone has got some defending to do, cleverly done, but not been cleared that much. And the Liberians picking up possession. This could be trouble for Sierra Leone. The Liberians on the far end. This could be trouble. The visitors, they came in very late, but they don't seem to be playing as if they are having fatigue. And I think this is one thing that I admire this team for. They don't seem to be playing as if they came very late for this particular encounter. The Sierra Leonean team as well. Remember, they've been on a rally throughout the day today. They've rallied from the cotton tree right onto the Shaka Stevens Stadium. Exhaustion from the two sides, but it doesn't seem like that on the field of play.
That's football. It tells you that they are well prepared despite their incoming one was not much appreciable, but you can see that the chemistry works among the players, the coordination to see how best they can get, well, the opener. But it's football, everything can happen. The two sides are better, two strong teams facing each other tonight, and this is all about peace between the two sister nations, Sierra Leone and Liberia. Nothing for either side, and we are live at the Shaka Stevens Stadium. It's a match of two equal, I must say, despite the fans, the hosting team fans, they're yielding, they're shouting, you know, to see how best the guys can get the ball at the back of the net, but it's still yet to be settled.
Nothing, as McLean has said, it's 0-0 at the moment. Sierra Leone 0, Liberia 0. And we're waiting for that curtain raiser. Who will break the deadlock? That's a question that, well, it will be answered by the players themselves. Liberia this time in their defense. Ball being cleared. And somebody picks that one on the far end. Sierra Leone. A player chases. And it's Koroma in number 7 jersey. Koroma looks out for somebody on the far end. He gets it. A good pass there. No, cleverly intercepted. Cleverly intercepted. And the Liberians, oh! Goodness me, that was a very good touch there, but I tell you, referee seemed to be enjoying this particular encounter. He wasted no time but to wave his hand for continuation of play, and this time it's man in number 9 jersey for the Liberians, Tembe. Tembe finds his man on the far end. The ball goes. This could be trouble for Sierra Leone. Goodness me. It would have been very much costly. There was a defensive error there. And the referee had sounded his whistle for a corner kick. It's a corner kick to the Liberians. And of course, if I can just tell you how the goalkeepers of this particular competition looks like. The goalkeeper is also an amputee, but he's got a single arm, and that's exactly what you need to have for you to be qualified to be between the sticks for either of the teams. There's no able person in the field, and that except the referee. And that's I have to say. But of course, let's see what's happening on the far end. Sierra Leone has gone as far as the World Cup. They've played on several occasions in the African Nations Cup as well. And I tell you, this team has been representing Sierra Leone in a number of occasions. And I think we have to be proud of them. And I must say kudos to AYV for actually giving it a live coverage. This is such a wonderful moment that AYV has been able to give coverage to this particular encounter. It's indeed a wonderful moment, and we continue to watch. Sierra Leone, I'm sure, will be very much proud if they are to be able to win this particular encounter. Remember, this is in honor of all those that we lost during the January 6th incident.
Indeed, the January 6, 1999 incident, of course, is a commemorative match. We have been watching Liberia single leg match against Sierra Leone, and it happens to be 0-0. Somebody's down. I think he's a player representing the Liberians, and he's protesting for foul against him, which the referee didn't see. Yes, indeed. Of course, the match has been held for a while. It's nothing for either side there. As you rightly mentioned, African teacher, I think these two sides have met in international competition. I think Sierra Leone will be here for a revenge. Yeah, they've played 3 matches. Liberia happens to win 2 and a draw. Sierra Leone will be here for a revenge, and they are playing at home. The Liberians are coming very much strong. This is Tengbe now losing his ball, falls to and man in 5, that is Prince. And of course, it's a fine match we are witnessing, and it's still 0-0 between these two sides.
Sierra Leone 0, Liberia 0. Sierra Leonean goalkeeper have got some work to do. The Liberians are coming strong. This could be trouble. Over the crossbar. Over the crossbar. A scary moment for Sierra Leone, but I tell you, they have to be thankful to their gods.
That was a very good golden opportunity. You see the chemistry, the teamwork, the coordination among the players of the Liberians. You know, they know exactly what to do. You saw the pass from the right-hand side and the make a pass in the infield, and that was a blast, but not so good to take that ball at the back of the net for the Liberians. Somebody's down for the Sierra Leone side. I think he needs medical attention, but it's still nothing for the two side, and substitution is affecting the Sierra Leone single leg amputee side. Number 10 jersey, that is Dondo Esmara, has been withdrawn. And number 8 man, that is James Fode Lume. And James has been introduced for the Sierra Leone side. Lume has been withdrawn, but it has been a good atmosphere here at the Shaka Stevens Stadium. And remember, AYV bringing you live coverage commentary between the two sides. It is indeed in commemoration of the January 6, 1999 invasion. Our loved one were lost, and some of our brothers and sisters also, you know, get amputated. So this is in a peace march between the two sister countries to see how best they can continue to foster the peace. African teacher.
Well, of course, I'm sure for those watching the match live on AYV television, in a match like this, when the ball goes for a throw, it's just a player who comes out and takes the ball in again for a continuation of play, but there's nothing because you wouldn't expect the players to put their crutches down and take the throw. That would be too strenuous for them, and therefore they would have to move with it in that manner. Let's see. We have to learn about this kind of football. I'm sure it's not common. It's not common in Sierra Leone, but I tell you, one proud man is Mustafa, who he's the proudest man presently in the country because he's been able to stage this. He's been working assiduously to ensure we have this particular encounter and this particular commemoration. And it's worth commemorating because when you think of that incident, it was really, really a sad moment for Sierra Leone. Those were the dark days in this country. It's long ago. I'm sure some guys were young, very, very young, and there are others who were not born yet. But those who were affected by this particular incident, let's see. It's Sierra Leone. It's the Liberian goalkeeper who pushes that one. And this time, Liberia. Can they go with this? The defender for Sierra Leone, he takes that one well. It was a very good defensive work there. This time it's James, the new man in the field. He's a fresh leg presently, James. He pushes hard. Playing amputee football is very much difficult. The players get exhausted. You've got to move with your crutches. You have to maintain balance, and at the same time, you've got to control the ball. It's indeed exhausting, but I tell you, these guys are very much impressive in the field today. For some people, this is the very first time they are watching such an encounter, but I tell you, it's indeed a very fine one. Sierra Leone, referee sounds his whistle. Referee sounds his whistle. And let's see. Let's see. Man in number 5 jersey for the Liberians is going for this one. And it's Prince. Prince will be taking the kick. It was a free kick awarded to the Liberians by referee Falcao. Prince, he takes that one well. Well struck. But I tell you, there's somebody on the far end for the Sierra Leone defense. And he picks that one quickly. They are coming in. Sierra Leone. progressing well. They're coming in. This could be a very strong move coming from Sierra Leone. And this time, let's see, on the far end, it's Sierra Leone still in possession. It beats this man cleverly, beats another one, gets this man on the near end, and of course puts a foot onto that one. Over the crossbar. Over the crossbar, Sierra Leone keep missing. They've got a number of chances, but they've still not been able to convert any of those chances.
Impressive move from the Sierra Leone side, and I think the inclusion of James in number 8 jersey, where in the past 4-5 minutes, whereas yields a dividend, though they cannot take the ball out of the back of the nets, but they need to do more. They need to get themselves to get them from the block and see how best they can get the opener. But it's still nothing for either side, and we are live at the Shaka 7. There was a clumsy challenge from the man in number 11, that's Lapierre, and the referee Falcao saw it all and says it's a kick in favor of the Liberia national side.
Right. Of course, I must commend the Sierra Leone police. They are here in full attendance, ensuring they give maximum security to this particular encounter. They've always been doing that in other matches, and I don't think they want to leave this one as an exemption. Let's see what happens on the far end. Another free kick to Liberia. The Liberian player takes that one, well struck. And it's still, this time, Sierra Leone, a player comes with that one. It's coming. It's James, the freshman. He plays like a freshman, and of course, he still pushes hard. It's still Sierra Leone with possession. James picking up the loose ball. It turns around, trying to beat his Liberian opponent. It's a clever one coming in. Of course, the Liberian defender was right in front of him, and he just can't penetrate through. Let's see. Sierra Leone having to start it all over. It's still Sierra Leone with possession. A player goes down, not in the interest of a referee, but it's a throw-in to Sierra Leone. But like I told you, the players won't put their crutches down to take the throw. And this time, Sierra Leone, a good moment. Man in number 9 jersey, he had all the time in the world to have taken a strike onto that one. But of course, he tried to beat his opponent, and at the end of the day, he loses possession.
You can expect that because these are not able players. So with one leg, the balancing, the players only have the balancing with their crutches, and that's the main disadvantage for the young man for placing the ball at the back of the net. That's Joff and Mami, but he couldn't get that one. James has been very much impressed. James sends the ball in the box, but a timely intervention from the Liberian defender and Sierra Leonean all over the pitch to get the opener, and that was a long ball over the crossbar. It settles for a goal kick to the Liberians.
It's a goal kick to the Liberians, and we're here as a team backing up Ransford from AYV. I've got Ali with me, and of course, I'm running through the first half of commentaries here, but of course, in the second half, you'll be hearing other voices coming through. It's still a very interesting match. It's an international encounter here between Sierra Leone and Liberia, but this time it's not the usual Leone Stars squad, but it's the single-leg amputee team playing against the single-leg amputee team of Liberia. Somebody goes for that one on the far end. It's a defender of Sierra Leone. And like I told you, it's a 6-a-side encounter. And let's see. Somebody picks that one. A Liberian player in number 6 jersey, Boake. Still with possession, the Liberians. They are coming. This could be trouble for Sierra Leone. They've got to do some real hard work on that defense. And they've succeeded in doing that. Somebody picks that one, sends it infield. Let's see. It goes with that one. Referee sounds his whistle. Somebody picks that one. It's a kick to Liberia. Liberia, man in number 5. He just can't make Prince. He just can't control that one well. And this time, Sierra Leone, it's Kamara on the far end. He goes deep, Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone, still very much strong. Kamara, he seemed to be mesmerizing. And James, the incomer. Referee sounds his whistle. It's the penalty. It's the penalty. It's the penalty. Ali, it was indeed a mesmerizing moment there we saw Kamara coming from his defensive area. He drove right deep into the half of the Liberian counterparts. And at the end of the day, he was able to beat his man cleverly. He made a pass, but of course, an infringement happened in the 18-yard area. And at the end of the day, referee sounds his whistle for a penalty.
Yeah, thanks to referee Falcao to have spotted that. James was placed on the bench. Look at his intervention in the match. He has been very much outstanding in his movement on the pitch. He's been taking the ball to his opponent. The penalty has been given by the centre man, referee Falcao.
Who's going for Sierra Leone? Somebody goes for it. He puts a foot onto that one, and Sierra Leone second the lead. Sierra Leone has second the lead. See the celebration. See the celebration. Sierra Leone leading by 1-0. Scored by Beshe Koroma in number 11. See how he's been celebrating. Beshe and the rest of the team celebrated at the corner flank. That's it. Sierra Leone has now taken the lead. Courtesy of Beshe, a man in number 11 jersey. Referee as it didn't waste time, but to ensure that he award a penalty on that one. And the Liberians have now got to come for an equalizer and then look out for a winner if they are to win in this match. Thrice they've met, and this is a fourth encounter between these two sides. The Liberians have got an edge over Sierra Leone. In the past, Liberia has defeated Sierra Leone twice, and they've drawn once, and therefore today Sierra Leone will want to retaliate. We are in, and we don't want to continue to shed tears, and the only way they can do that, sure they win this encounter. Sierra Leone leading by 1 goal, and the goal 11 jersey. They are the moments, and I can see the brain behind the friendly encounter of the Amputee Football Association. Wheezy, as he is fondly called, Al-Badi Mustafa, the actual name. He is actually been enjoying the moment. Wheezy name, and he loves to be called by that. And I think he himself has been enjoying every moment. Referee has got some job been done. Sierra Leone with possession. It's man in number 9. But Sierra Leone, they seem to be very much for this encounter. Let's see. Ball. Sierra Leone enjoy action at the moment. In by a goal to nil. Had it not been for him, I'm sure a lot of people would have to come to the stadium to witness this encounter between Sierra Leone and Liberia. But we are praying that 20 will be matter, as it's really difficult for the entire world at the moment. What the amputees say they have to commemorate this day. It's such a sad day. But these guys have got to do something to them up. That's exactly the opportunity that's been given unto them. Let's see, Liberia have to do. McLean, it's becoming a daunting task for the Liberians.
So I see for the Liberians, they've been very much impressive in the start, because we see a couple of chances, Cole, and has been very much impressive in the forefront there for the Liberians. But he couldn't some of the opportunities opportunity, goal chance for the Liberians. Goalkeeper comes, and that was a very good Ngura. That was a timely intervention by the goalkeeper for the Sierra Leone side. The leading now by played for 20 minutes, 19 minutes, or 20 minutes now. Still in the very of play, and got the opener courtesy of Beshe, number chassis. Still in the very first half of play, very much in. As far as this match is concerned, this is Diouf. He picks us one in the half of Liberians. He looks for James. James, he got that one. He beat his marker cleverly. Still on it, James. He makes a pass, trying to make a pass. The goalkeeper Kule comes out. And the referee Falcao says it's a corner.
Beginning to ask the question why James was reserved. His inclusion in the has created opportunities for staying very much active and agile. Encounter, it's man in number 9, Diouf. It's man, and it's Koroma. Beshe, the goal scorer, sends it on the far end. Referee Falcao sounds his whistle for a kick. Falcao sounds his whistle for a kick. Remember, the Liberians had to go through thick and thin to ensure they honor this invitation. Sierra Leone and Sierra as well. And therefore, they had also wanted to honor this invitation. And it's good that they've been able to come here. They came went to the hotel, rested before coming to the encounter. That was a good try. It wasn't. And of course, was taken by Sierra Leone. It was Diouf that took the free. Well saved by there. And it settles for a corner. Corner kick. Again, the Liberians seem to be rugged in that defensive area. And that's it. That's the sounding of the whistle. That's it. And that's for viewers of AYV. We've been enjoying single-leg amputee football here at Stephen Stadium. And Sierra Leone is leading by 1-0. That first half of commentaries. I've been your humble servant, Alexander Tula, the African teacher. And this is a rest as the rest of the continue with the second half comments. Thanks for having me. And over to Maclean.
Thank you very much. The comments the Shaka Stevenson for tell you say indeed AYV every set of people president and ambassador to the Navo Junior now a young man we cut across with everybody and the management of AYV total fit say yes indeed we for definitely partner with the Single Export and PT Association for ensure say yes we'll bring you live coverage commentary here and the outside broadcast unit team there. I'll tell you, say, they bring you all happenings, undertakings as the match unfold. The first half be done. Also, will see the Liberia side concede inside the 15th minute and courtesy of a penalty with Beshe in number 11 jersey. They convert that one day and we don't see say then the lead and the referee Falcao don't blow the whistle for an half time. Fambulen remember say the game here and not they play that full 45 minutes because not so able body player them they play the game they are. Now 1 foot player and 1 hand goalkeeper will get 2 legs. They tell you say indeed football it cuts across to bring people together for disabled people like this they exhibit that should not good. Now in honor of the January 1st, 1991 in side we will be lost. We love one them during that same day. They make the Export Association invite the Liberia national side for make they come take part or make them come be part of this friendly match for foster the peace, unity among themselves. But I'll tell you, say, we get host of other colleagues then we're going to bring you more commentaries as we carry on. Remember, say, bring you this commentary, social media handles. You go now AYV Facebook page at Africa Young Voice Media Empire. We'll bring you live coverage commentary. And self, you download the app, go to Google Play Store or iTunes, you get app, Apple phone. You go download the app and go through and watch we live na the Shaka Stephen Stadium. So as we bring you live coverage commentary, Alice say Yusuf watch the first half and Salon lead by goal to nil. And what you think say as journalists, I don't see the performance of the boys and so far. And generally you take joy in the first half as we be the watch them.
Many thanks, Rashford McLean, and the people currently where they watch we na AYV, of course, television. We want to tell you now say this particular match na a match where na in commemoration of we January 6, 1999 event, the Rebel War, where we have many lives of Sierra Leoneans and happened for lost and food, some lost. So we call the Liberian neighboring country, you know, for play a friendly match. We believe the United people. Let's be still on the COVID, but we just believe no more say football. They unite a whole nation, and for time also been on the invite Sierra Leone in different competition and different events them. So we self thought and feel say we for invite we neighboring country where now like commemoration of the events when I get in the 1999 January 6. Well, the we been see the guest of honor. We have the team manager of Leone Star National Team A, when Christian Dauda, we've been doing the first stuff, been very, very much good. We see host of other people come now the Shaka Stephen. We see the match as it been start. We see the players very much determined despite the Liberian players happen for come to a road. Then they happen for get so many challenges as they come from the hotel, then come straight away now the pitch. Then play very good football. Tell you Sierra Leone. And of course, they are this evening for a revenge Ransford. They don't play 3 terms. Liberia don't win 2 terms. They don't get a draw. And Sierra Leone, they play at home today. Then go there for nothing but a event. They do absolutely well in the first half. We see a player called James intervention. First, do extremely well. It happened for take the ball half of and the Liberians, where one Liberian been missed the ball for kick him and he kicked the player. The player been go down. The referee may not been get any option but for points now the spot for a penalty where we've been see Kroma and for, of course been take the penalty brilliantly done. A score the penalty where give the lead to Sierra now 1-0 against the Liberian counterpart, and this is just the first half of action. One for tell AYV Media Empire plenty thank you TV for giving live coverage. Plenty people currently then host not happen for watch this match out today due to the COVID-19 rules and regulation. We talk say competition of football match go play but not behind closed door. One for tell we ambassador plenty thank you when Anthony Junior Navo we don't create of course a platform and don't so many Sierra Leone and the life. And today if we happen for day today they give commentary in a match like this where Salon they play Liberia na courtesy of AYV television. Ransford, I will tell you like coming very much strong in the second half for Sierra our best themselves go able for register a goal.
Right, that's now the voice of Ali Cisse. We still now the Shaka Stephen Stadium and coverage commentary in the AYV outside broadcast unit. Team safe there, and thank you to the technical team for ensuring we'll bring you all happenings, undertakings here now the Shaka Stephen Stadium. But I'll tell you with how they carry on, so we think so we're going to see a very, very outstanding tournament. Very much way Salon the hope for, and well, just quick one before they start the commentaries. We get Sigismond Nicole as well. We for serve as analyst at the studio. We get Michael Sef dinner at the studio. But I just get just 1 minute comment see the first as we can go on the live comment. But first off, now welcome Michael John Fofana and the comment rather in the very Sierra Leone the lead by goal to me.
Many thanks to you and for McLean. Good evening, viewer. Well, the first half of play and resting one as we see outside the Chamber boys of Sierra Leone be very much enthusiastic with and performance as they determined for win this match. Well, this now sort of a revenge, just like the colleague Alice said talk just now. Leon Stars don't play against Sierra Leone don't play against Liberia. Times Liberia don't end don't do this match revenge. And the first day we see the zeal in the boys and Famble, not forget say you they watch this football match live courtesy of Media Empire and all you want for make una know say we una exclusive interview as the match they go on. Well the ref the Sul as staff they about for kick off and we know say Sierra Leone they won Liberia.
All right, many thanks. And the second half comment is it's c'est just money cool what wants company newspaper, independent newspaper, big up himself day with me at the studio and you get for you the start the first 10 minutes in the and I'll continue the second half while to bring you all happening. But I've been around Scott McLean here with Michael John Fofana and from AYV and it's just money cool. Alice say Leone will listen to Alexander full live coverage commentary at the show. Members say this is a paddy match between and Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone for now in the second half they're about for kick from left to right, whilst they're about for kick from right to left. All the work of AYV being Sigismonic for the second half comments for 10 minutes and then we'll go move over to the next person who will anchor.
Thank you, colleague, sports journalist and commentator. Now the studio for a wonderful match is January 6, 1999. Set live the single leg Amputee. One team so many Lawrence so we know what to do now. The FIFA World Cup now Russia. We then go of course we get some from them. They don't get sponsorship from government. Now the last two outings the current government comes and again today then at the Shaka Stevens Stadium Ali for commemorating this day waiting these millions.
Well, I think this means a lot. We actually don't they see football, of course, not a play for quite a long time now. Approximately, stand to be corrected, 7 to 8 months now. No football across the country or the world at large due to the fact say we still under the COVID-19 threat. You know, inviting the Liberians to come in Sierra Leone playing international friendly match. I think this means a lot. It tells you football can unite a whole nation. Football can unite a country, and this is not the first time Sigismund Cool. We've had series of friendly matches, we've had competitive matches playing against the Liberians, and today is a fourth meeting between Sierra Leone and Liberians, and of course I must tell you, Sierra Leone will be here for a revenge, considering the fact that Liberians have played against Sierra Leone 3 times. They've had victory and in 2 occasions and a draw, and today they are playing against Sierra Leone for the very 4th time. Sierra Leone are up by goal to only. We are in the second half of action.
Yes, the Sierra Leone team this afternoon, of course, high paid them a visit at their hotel. That's why I'm saying we are in a jubilant mood, ready to win the match. So let's see the Sierra Leoneans going. The Liberians wins possession man in Liberia for the Liberians in Jersey. Moving forward, now pushing upfield. Let's see what will happen for the Liberians. They're trailing nearby a goal to nil. In the center park, the Liberians are going. Since they play to the Sierra Leone defense, clearance away for the Sierra Leone goes down and it's a foul in favor of the visiting team, the Liberians. Man in 7 jersey for the Liberians. Prince is down. Let's see what happened here if they will convert this kick for them to get the equalizing goal. They are trailing here. They are trailing here. The Liberians are trailing here. The Liberians are trailing here. One show in 6 for the Liberians. They call him Bokari in 6 for the Liberians. Let's see Referee Falcao stopped the match. Mediating between the two players. Man in 3 jersey for Sierra Leone. Jibrila. Man in 5 for Sierra Leone. Abubakar Kamara. But let's see. Bokari for Liberia. Step forward. It sends it over the course, but no trouble at all for the Sierra Leone side. The Stars of Sierra Leone. Let's see what will happen. Sierra Leone survive of winning a goal kick. The Liberians have been a better side in the last 3 ties they played. Remember, in Angola, they also won 1 draw. And of course, they've won twice against the Lions, the Sierra Leone side. So let's see what will happen. The Sierra Leone Amputee team now moving downfield. Going strongly, it's Diouf trying to connect his teammates. It's James who joined the action as a substitute early in the first half. The Liberians wins possession. Going to play into their own area. Tempe, the troublemaker. It seems to be the anchor of the Liberian defense. In the midfield center back, very good offensive work for the Sierra Leone team. And this time, man in 5 jersey, Abubakar Kamara. Abubakar Kamara, the culprits, and a yellow card for Abubakar Kamara, and substitution affecting the visiting team for the Liberians. The Liberian single-leg Amputee team. Man in 4 jersey, Joe Dixon, a typical Liberian name, joining the action as a substitute. Let's see what will happen. Joe Dixon. The shot goes. Headed here from the Sierra Leone side. The captain. Sierra Leone clears away. It's man in 6. Oh, a troublesome shots. The Sierra Leone team need to be careful. Ali, you saw the action.
They need to be careful. I think that was a miscatch from the goalkeeper. And for Sierra Leone happens to be Ali B. Kamara. We saw the strike from the Liberian side, which actually settled for a goal kick. And of course, it's a breakthrough now. The incoming James. James has been very much outstanding since he came in as a substitute in the first half of action. But it's still Sierra Leone 1 and Liberia 0.
Yes, indeed. Sierra Leone 1, Liberia 0. Ransford Macklin, Sierra Leone. The Sierra Leonean team have been a better team in the first half, but they're fighting here to maintain the 1-0 result and for them to have the first victory over the Liberian side.
I must confess to the listening or the viewership that the Sierra Leoneans, bulk of their players are sitting on the back. You know, they've not been very much impressive since from the recess. I must acknowledge that. That was a nasty challenge from one of the players. He actually calls him Pambodi Lahai. He is number 7 jersey, and the referee Falcao has been very much outstanding in this match. So, as I was saying, the Liberian, they are very much impressive since the recess. And a couple of chances they've been penetrating the box of the Sierra Leone side, but they are yet to get the ball at the back of the nets. And the Sierra Leone side need to take caution. If they want to maintain the lead, they need to attack at all force, need to attack in all angle to maintain the lead.
Yes, indeed, they need to maintain the lead. For me, enjoying beautiful match like this, but surprise from the Minister of Sports, no representative from the Ministry of Sports in the arena here this evening. Very surprised. These boys are bringing a lot of loyalty to Sierra Leone. The Liberians are going strongly. Let's see what will happen. A battle here. It's Bokari for the Liberians. Sensates. Clearance away from Kamara. Somebody goes down. Referee not interested. Let's see. Ball bounce and goal. It goes in favor for a throw. The PRO for the Sierra Leone Amputee team. In an enjoyed mood, Wizzy, he said earlier on that the Sierra Leone team will win, and they're leading here by a goal to 0. A kick in a promising area for the Liberian, substitution affecting Sierra Leone, Vandi Lansana is coming out, known as Diouf. The 2 times African best player for the Amputee team in Africa is in. For Sierra Leone, Vandi Lai in 6. He won the 2-time African best player award for the Amputee team. He's now joining the action as a substitute for Sierra Leone.
I could recall when the guys were in Angola, they did absolutely well. They won most of their matches there. They went as far as 5th position in the tournament. They were unfortunate to went as far as the semi-final in that particular tournament. So if they bring in the young man in, I think his inclusion, maybe it might be a dividend for them. So you can see that the Sierra Leone side, well, they need to come out from their blocks. They're playing more of defensive football as it stands at the moment. You know, you can see just 2 players up the outfield. James has been very much instrumental. He's been very much strong on the ball. His athleticism is very much good to see how best they can get this chance. There is James going down there. But the guys of the defender, it blows for an handball. The second penalty for Sierra Leone. And that was an handball. Referee Falcao saw it all. And the supporters are shouting for it's indeed an handball. The defender fell down and awkwardly he fell on the ball, and referee says yes, indeed it's a penalty.
Yes, indeed, it's a penalty. James have been a trouble player here this evening for the Sierra Leone side, causing a lot of damage to the Liberians. He won 2 penalty. Let's see, somebody step forward. It's James himself, and he scores. He scores. James in it for the James Lamin in it. He scores for Sierra Leone on the lead by 2-0. A brilliant side, a brilliant Sierra Leone team, and the lead here by 2-0.
That was a lovely penalty converted by James Lamin. He kept his composure very well. He kept his balance and places that ball at the back of the net. The leading up goes nothing. The 2 goals was converted from the spot. And that tells you the momentum keep on going as it pans out. Well, let me bring in Michael John Fofana. You've been here with us. And the Sierra Leone side, they're leading out by 2-0. The first goal was scored by Beche. Goalkeeper comes out. And referee says it was a foul played there. And the goalkeeper, Ali Koroma, Ali B. Kamara rather, says Ali B. Kamara was fouled right in the box, in the 6th box, and referee says it's a kick in favor of Sierra Leone. But let me bring in Michael John Fofana, because he has been watching this match. It brings us all the statistics as the match continues, and for his own team. But it's just a chance for Sierra Leone for them to make it 3, but no way. Somebody says, Michael, the mic is yours.
Well, you can see the joy in the faces of the Sierra Leonean amputees as their team leads by 2-0. Well, I think the match is heading for a one-sided right now, as we can see Sierra Leone pressing forward for the 3rd goal, but the Liberia defense is very strong. Okay, now I can see, whoa, that was a nice shot by the number 6 jersey. All right, Liberia coming forward now. It's a timely intervention there. All right, Ransford McLean. Well, just as you've seen it here, all we can see Sierra Leone very much determined for a win here, and they are 2-0 up right at the check.
Whilst we usher in another commentator, that is Alice Issei. But let me quickly bring in Sigismond Nicole for his comments. So at parting shots with us here.
Yes, indeed, Ransport. I'm very much impressed here today with Amputee football back in the country. Just 2 days after the ban have been lifted in sports, Amputee football back in the country. And let's see what will happen. Sierra Leone are leading by 2 goals to the substitution. Ali going out, bringing Suleiman Sisse, a man coming all the way from the Newty community. Here is the first choice goalkeeper for Sierra Leone. He's now joining the action as a substitute. But mind you, I'm very happy to be part of this. To be part of this, I hope Sierra Leoneans will come on board and support the Amputee team. The government of Sierra Leone needs to support this team. Of course, remember they have to take part in the AFCON qualifiers, the tournaments, also in the FIFA on Amputee World Cup. So let's see what will happen. But I've been Sigis Monekul from the Independent Observer newspaper and also Destiny Radio. Saying goodbye. Let's Sierra Leoneans keep on supporting Amputee football.
Many thanks. That's Sigismond Nicol, who've been bringing us live coverage commentary. Fambule, when a member say, now so we can do them. And AYV Media Empire, they bring you all happenings undertaken as we partner with every set of people, especially the president and founder of AYV Media Empire, Ambassador Anthony Navo. You know, is a dynamic leader. And in meantime, AYV and the management for partner with the Amputee side for getting live coverage commentary, and the match starts at 7, and now in the second half we also see the Liberia side thrill the Sierra Leone side by 2 goals to nothing. Ali Cisse works for Free Radio. Is all set to bring you the rest of the commentary, whilst me and Michael still sitting here to bring you more happenings, more comments as the match continues. Ali.
It's a pleasure, colleague, sport journalist Ransford McLean, who happens to be the anchorman, the host commentator, as far as this international friendly match is concerned. Ali B. Kamara has been withdrawn, the goalkeeper, and reduced, and of course Suleiman Sisse, who happens to be the national single-leg Amputee goalkeeper. The match has been held for a while. Sierra Leone are leading their neighboring counterpart Liberia by 2 goals to nil. The 2 goals were penalty, and of course I must tell you, Beshe Sisse converted a spot in the first half of action, and in the second half we saw a penalty again, and that was converted by James, and of course James Fode, who happens to be in the number 8 jersey. The match has been held for a while. I think it's a water break or cooling down break, and of course we are live at the Shaka Stevens Stadium. Viewers of the AYV TV or AYV and of course television, we are giving live coverage of the match, a friendly match between Sierra Leone single-leg Amputee and of course the Liberian single-leg Amputee, and the scoreline is Sierra Leone single-leg Amputee 2, Liberians nil. And of course we are in the second half of action. Michael Carter, you've been following the action so far. Despite the match has been held for a while, we saw 2 penalties on the side of Sierra Leone's. Liberians are yet to respond of any of this penalty, which means it tells you Sierra Leone are playing at home, and they are playing in front of their team manager, who happens to be very much motivating in terms of support to these players. That is the man who is Christian Dauda, and they've taken a 2-goal lead against their counterpart Liberia.
Well, I can tell you, yeah, Alice, to say what you have said is the exact truth. As we can see, the Sierra Leone team still pressing forward. It's like they are not satisfied with the 2 goals lead. I think they want to increase that lead. Well, the ball is still in play, and Sierra Leone position with the mostly impressed with the performance of the number 6, James, and he has been an outstanding player. I wonder why he was substituted in the first half of play. Well, it is all 2-0 here in favor of Sierra Leone, and the Liberians are pressing forward. Well, they are still they still have hope as to equalize, but the Sierra Leone side has a very tough defense there. Well, it's all going down at the National Stadium, and you're watching us live on AYV TV, and we are broadcasting for you live there. All right, Alice, say back to you. And okay, the ball, the there was a foul there, but the ref is not interested in it. At least they say back to you.
Yeah, that was Michael Carter, who happens to be colleague, sport journalist coming from the AYV Media Empire. It's a breakthrough now for Sierra Leone. This man is James, who has been causing a lot of problems for the guys of Liberia. This is Precious Cisse now. James, the clearance been made by the Liberian defender, and it's a corner. Sierra Leone's are up by 2-0, and you get in commentary live from the Shaka Stevens Stadium, courtesy of AYV Media Empire. Indeed, we want to say thanks to the CEO, who happens to be Ambassador Anthony Navogino, who has actually did extremely well to have covered this match. Remember, this is a friendly encounter, courtesy of a commemoration of the 1999 January 6th. Football unites a nation. Football can bring the people together. So that is why we are here this evening giving commentary courtesy of Sierra Leone, single leg amputee against Liberia, single leg amputee. Sierra Leone 2, Beshe, and the other one was called by James, who happens to be a substitute in the first half of action, and we are in the second half of action. Ransford McLean, the match seems to be a one-sided match. Sierra Leone on top of situation here.
Impressive move from the Liberian side on the far side. Somebody goes down for it, but he couldn't get it, and he rolls so easily for a goal kick for the Sierra Leone, the host nation. Well, they want to calm their nerves together. They want to ensure that they stamp their ability, they stamp their authority, to ensure, they grab all 3 points. But it's yet still factually also that should be a self-imposed calamity there from the Sierra Leone defender, from the goalkeeper who came in as a substitute. But it still pans out here, 2 for Liberia, 2 for Sierra Leone rather, nothing for Liberia. But the Liberia are very much anxious, they're very much impressive as the match continues, as the match progresses, and they want to see how best they can get a consolation as the match continues.
The match still continuing. Sierra Leone up by 2-0. This is Bokai now for Liberia. Is looking actually for his colleague, who happens to be 10 best strike. Oh, what a strike! It's that a goal. We're still waiting for the confirmation of the center man. We are still waiting for Falcao. It's a goal. It was a goal. That was a stylish strike by, and of course, the man in the 5 jersey, who is Prince Yamba. Prince Yamba has scored, has pulled one from the back for Liberia, and it's the second half of action. Well, it seems to be a worrisome moment for Sierra Leone, despite we are going and deep in the second half of action. Michael Carter, you saw the goal. The defenders of Sierra Leone raised their hands actually for an offside, and there are assistant referee, but no flag was raised.
Well, while all the supporters thought that the match was over, it's been a twist of tone in favor of Liberia, as the match is now 2-1 in favor of Sierra Leone, and the Liberians are very much determined right now for an equalizer. It is a kick into Liberia, and the ball has landed on the feet of the Sierra Leone defense, and now the Sierra Leone are pushing forward. Well, Alice, I must say to you, the match is very much becoming very, very interesting now, because earlier you said the match looks like a one-sided, but I think that is wrong, as the Liberians are now pushing forward for an equalizer. Well, it is Sierra Leone 2 and Liberia 1, and I can see the coach for the Sierra Leone side very much upset right now at the touchline, as the Liberia got their first goal. It is now Sierra Leone 2, Liberia 1, right at the Shaka Stevens Stadium.
Viewers, remember, this is not a normal match. Remember, of course, it's a friendly encounter, and we just saw the referee blasting his whistle when the ball touches one of the coaches of the single leg players. It tells you they are observing all protocols. So Liberians are coming very much strong. That was a chance, a very good chance from the Liberian to have equalized the scoreline this evening, but it went far away, and it settled for a goalkeeper Cisse, who came on as a substitute, getting the ball very fast. And to James has been causing so many problems for his Liberian counterpart. It's still James on the ball, running on the left-hand side. It goes down so easily, and that was a foul. I saw the referee, his hands are already into his pockets. Yeah, yellow card is already out, and which is going to be issued by the referee Falcao, Umaru Tawali. So a player in 3 jersey for Liberia, who is called Jerome Takpa. Jerome Tapper has just been yellow carded on the far side, and the kick has been given to Sierra Leone. They are up by 2-1 Ransford McLean.
Impressive move for the Liberian Amputee side, and the inclusion of Joe Dixon in number 4 Chelsea has created more depth in the squad, more energetic for the side of the Liberian side. But that's been very much good for the Liberian side. It's a free kick in the left hand side, just close to the boundary line there, and the left hand side for the side. And the second goal, the fourth goal from the Sports. Well, we'll take that free kick. This is Cologne. Drops the ball, long ball in the box of the Liberians, but to no one invitee, but it's still getting it right there for them to get it. But the Liberians are very much impressive. They're coming very much strong to get something out of it, but it's still Joe Dixon who twists and turns and makes a pass. He couldn't go through, but somebody picks it at the captain for the Liberian side. That's Kepo, who makes a pass there to Joe Dixon. But a good air clearance there from Aliu, who keeps the defense for the Sierra Leone side. 2 for Sierra Leone, 1 for Liberia. There is Aliu, drops it, and a nice ball there. The referee says, please continue for the Liberian. Freeman picks it up. A yellow card. That is Jerome. It's up the far right there in the box in the half of the Liberian side. We're still in the second half of play. The Liberians are coming. My goodness me. That should have been the equalizer, but no way. It goes over the crossbar, and it settles for a goal kick, Alice.
It settled for a goal kick here at the Shaka Stevens Stadium. I wonder what has been the problem for Sierra Leone. They've not been able to have much more time on the ball. Their defenders have been very much sluggish, and James has been withdrawn from the action. Probably tired legs. It was affecting Sierra Leone. But I think the Liberians must be tired than Sierra Leoneans, because they are just coming all the way from Liberia, traveling on the road. It takes challenges, but I think the match is still ongoing at the Shaka Stevens Stadium. 2 for Sierra Leone single-leg amputee, and 1 for Liberia single-leg amputee. Watch this man now in 5 jersey for Sierra Leone. He's for Liberia. He's still on the ball. He's away from Kamara. Cisse strike it up, and the whistle is up for a foul on one of the players for Liberia. Sierra Leone has not been able to have that much possession as compared to the first half of action. Michael, I wonder what's the problem with Sierra Leone team. This is not the Sierra Leone team that played in the first half of action. It's a concern.
It is the determination of the Liberian boys as they got their first goal. I think they are eager for an equalizer, and that's what... And who takes the shot was a block by the Sierra Leone, and then defender. All right, Sierra Leone with the ball now. Sierra Leone with the ball, and that was a nice pass, but it's cleared by the Liberian defense. I think it's a tough defense there on the Liberian side, and I can see Sierra Leone on the attack, on the break. It's cleared by the good team. All right, don't forget that you're watching us live at Africa Young Voices Media Empire, and you can also connect with us in our different social media platforms, and you can go to our Facebook page on Africa Young Voices Media Empire and watch the game live. But it's 2-1 in favor of Sierra Leone right at the Shaka Stevens Stadium. Alice, you've seen it all.
Some minutes ago, that was Michael Carter, Michael John Fofana, beg your pardon, popularly called Michael Carter. Substitution is affecting, of course, Sierra Leone. Substitution is affecting. You can sense the enthusiasm in the team Sierra Leone. The fans, the single leg amputee fans, are all standing out. They are on their legs to see how best they can jubilate this particular moment. Breakthrough now for Sierra Leone. Watch this man in 5. He's called Kamara. He's having possession on the ball now. He's actually looking for Cisse. Is that the final whistle? Yes, it is. The final whistle goes at the Shaka Stevens Stadium. It all finished. It all over. Sierra Leone single leg amputee 2 and Liberia single leg amputee 1. It was an exciting fixture. It was an interesting moment. It was a fantastic match. Despite we're still under the COVID-19 threats, supporters were not allowed to witness or to watch this particular match. But I will tell you, this is one of the most exciting fixtures I've ever seen in 2021. Sierra Leone have beaten their neighboring county Liberia by 2-1. Goals from Beshe Cisse from the second half. Another goal from the spot by James Fode settled for a win for Sierra Leone. Lansford McLean, Sierra Leone 2, Liberia 1.
Thank you very much. Well, now so it end na the Shaka Stevens Stadium here between the Sierra Leone Amputee football team and the Liberia Amputee football team. 2 for Sierra Leone and 1 for the Liberia, the visitors. Come on from all the way Liberia and then lost by 2-1. But I must tell you, say, lots and lots and lots of opportunity. We get plenty of people them where can witness this match. And I must say, and this to say it's a match of it's a match where plenty of people want to see, and indeed it don't done. Of course, we get one part the player them way from the Sierra Leone Amputee team, but we just don't be joined by Abu Bakar. You watch maybe part of this match, and as a player, and the team gets the win.
Well, first of all, I tell the government thank you for giving the encouragement and effort for me to go play this match against the neighbor winner Liberia. So kudos to them. Although they lose against with 2 goals to
You're watching SMET Live. You're watching SMET Live.